friends, Miranda here, and today I'm going to show you two different brushes. I'm going to show you the blend brush and the buff brush. The blend brush is our lightest coverage brush. It looks like this right here. You can see it. It's got a small end to it, and then this end is even smaller. I love using it for those like more detailed places, and especially around my eyes where your skin is more delicate. This is the buff brush, and our buff brush is very tightly packed, so this brush is going to pick up more product to get you that fuller coverage. I will say with all of our brushes you can get great coverage. You see my skin, you see that I struggle with some rosacea, some melasma, and I have hormonal acne. Right now my face is very mild, but I can still get great coverage with the blend brush and get that subtle coverage. Right now I'm going to use our buff brush. I'm going to start with the smaller end of it, and what I'm going to do first is come into my compact. I'm going to use my brightest shade. So that is going to be what we call our accent shade or brightening shade, and I like to apply it in my T-zone, so on the corners of my eyes, and you see I go up with it right in the center of my forehead. I bring it down my nose, and then under my nose on like the side of, and then right below my lip. I'm just showing you this side today with this buff brush so that you can see the coverage I get on one side of my face. Now that I have that color placed, I'm going to kind of blend it in, and I'm just taking it and pressing it with that side that I applied it with. I'm making sure on the corners of my eyes, I'm just pressing it and moving it to the center of my eye. And then I'm going to take and press it on my eyelid. The one good thing about these creams is that using it on your eyelid, it acts as like a primer for your eyeshadow. Also, since we have great coverage in our tins, it's going to neutralize any discoloration. If you're like me, you get some discoloration on your eyelid. I'm continuing to use this smaller end of this brush, still the buff brush, the full coverage brush. I'm going to tap into my contour. See, I'm just like pressing, tapping into it a little bit, and then I'm going to use that right along my cheekbone right there. If you're ever worried like, oh man, I may have grabbed too much, I may have applied too much, you can always blend, and you almost like blend it away. So you will see as I'm applying this right now, I am applying it basically in the shape of a 3. So like this, the dimension in our face, so where you typically have shadows on your face, where you would definitely have some dimension at. When you use a liquid foundation and you put that one shade all over, you're taking away any dimension you already have. So when we use this cream contour in this layer, you're actually getting to keep all the dimension that you naturally have in your face. Now we're going to take and just blend it up. You always want to blend up as you're blending. I'm pressing it in. Same thing here, blending up, up, that, and blend it under that jaw or chin right there, and then making sure that's blended well there. Now I like to take this bigger end, okay, still very tightly packed. I'm tapping into my main shade, which is like your foundation shade, and I'm basically just filling in the gaps with it. And you'll notice that I like to tap into there, put it where I want it, just how I've done with the other colors, and then blend. And you will see the reason why we are able to, with all of these colors, apply them just where they're needed. You don't have to apply this main color all over first, is there is coverage in each of these tins over here. Those colors are gonna have coverage, so you're not gonna need to apply your main shade all over and then add in the other. There we go. Right now we have our 3D foundation. These 3 colors, you can look here and see kind of where we started, and then look over here and see the dimension. I'm gonna blend it a tad bit more so these colors blend like smoothly and flawlessly. So I'm blending that just a tad bit more right there, and kind of pressing over where my contour is, and then down here just to kind of let those blend together nicely. Same thing here, I'm just tapping back over all of that. And we can take and add in a blush color, or like our lip and cheek color. I did this one ever so lightly. This is Ever Red. She is a beautiful, perfect color, and I'm just gonna take her press her right there.